Hey, what's up, fellows? Yes, it's me. Welcome to IT Edge Network. In this series, I'm showing you how to troubleshoot and fix slow Windows 11 computers step by step like real IT support using real world troubleshooting methods. So, are you ready to fix this issue? Let's dig.
Hello guys, so we're solving another problem today. So let's read the description. My browser has become very slow on Windows 11 computer. Websites take a long time to load, scrolling feels laggy, and sometimes tabs freezes or stop responding. Basically, it's a very common issue, right? So first thing we want to do is, in this case, is symptoms. What are the symptoms? It says slow browser performance, websites loading slowly, a laggy scrolling, browser freezing, and tabs not responding. That's what the user is saying. The step number one is identify when the browser becomes slow. So you ask the user, does it happen after many tabs are open? Or is it specific to a website? Like when you visit a certain website that's slow. Um, does it happen during playback, like when you're playing a video or something, or after long browser sessions? Understand the behavior help isolate the issue faster, right? All right, so let's get to step number two and see, check how many tabs are open. And in my case, I have very few, and none of them are heavy duty. Like I'm not playing a lot of videos, things like that. If you have multiple websites which are media heavy, for example, you have YouTube playing, and then also have Netflix playing or something, and then the other one you have Microsoft Adobe that you're working on. It can slow down your browser performance. So those are the things you have to watch out. And Too many, like I said, too many open tabs, especially video or media heavy websites, can reduce browser responsiveness significantly. Step number three, we'll check browser extension. Browser extension can also affect performance, right? So, for example, um, so how do we check it? You have your browser open. You just click on the three dots, and then scroll down, go to settings, and then scroll down, and you keep going down, and all the way at the bottom it says extensions. You click here, and then come over and you check how many extensions do you have. Like in my case, I have WebEx and Zoom, pretty common nowadays in your web browser, because you're using these tools to create calendar invites, and you want them auto populated. So you're using these extensions. Some extensions are like ad blockers, VPN extensions, shopping tools, things like that, or toolbars running in the background that can also slow down. Sometimes extension continue working even when users are not actively using them. So those are the things you have to look into the browser extension. And if you see an extension that you don't need, just simply remove it. See the remove tab here? Just get rid of it if you don't need them. Step number four is you want to clear the cache and temporary files and cookies, things like that. How do you do that? Let me just close this and let me show you from the beginning. Right here, you're back to your settings page, and then you just go on privacy, and then delete browser data. Click on that, and right here, do you see this? Browser history, cookies, cache, download history, things like this. And on the top, notice it says last 15 minutes, last hour, last 24 hour, last 7 days. And then if you click on it, it says all time. Just click all time, right? That means you want to delete, you want to get rid of everything you have in there, not just last 24-hour history. You just want to get rid of everything. So select all time. And then you come down here and just could hit delete data, and that will basically clean up all the cache, cookies, temp files, things like that. Basically make your browser pretty fresh. Check for browser updates. Notice on the top right hand corner, I'm using Google Chrome, by the way. On the top right hand corner, it says relaunch to update. What does that mean? That means there's some updates waiting for this browser, right? And that can also slow down your browser. So if you simply click on it, it will close the browser, pick up the updates, and relaunch. Basically, that's what it's going to do. But it is very important that you do this whenever you see this warning on the top right hand corner. Relaunch and update. Do that. Just click on it and let the browser do the magic, and it will self-resolve the issue, the performance problem, compatibility issues, or instability. Check whether browser updates are available and install them if needed. If the browser is slow on a certain website, let's say, um, or how do you check if a certain website is having issues and you think it's a browser issue, but no, it's a website issue. So, how do you do that? If you have Windows, there's another browser you have installed by default. It comes with your operating system. It's called Microsoft Edge. If you look at the bottom on your taskbar, you should have it. So you can just simply click on Microsoft Edge right here and use the same website here and see if it opens. If it opens, if it's opening fine on this Microsoft Edge, but it's giving you problem in Chrome, that then you know it's a Chrome issue. It is the Chrome is the browser issue. So yeah, you have two web browsers to play around with and check which one works fine. Next thing you want to check hardware acceleration. Modern browsers use hardware acceleration to improve graphics and video performance, but sometimes graphic related issues can cause laggy scrolling, freezing, or browser instability. So, right here in the settings, if you just keep scrolling down, and then you go to systems, and then see the next option here, use graphic acceleration when available. Just shut it off. Just shut it off, close the browser, and then relaunch the browser again. And then try to go to the website and see the performance of the browser and see if that resolved the issue. The next thing you want to check is reset the browser. What does that mean? So if you look in the settings here, reset settings option right here, you click on this and then it says restore settings to their original default. It's like in electronics, you know how you do the factory reset. That's exactly what you're doing here. You're doing a factory reset. You're putting it back to the way it was when you first downloaded it. So you just click on this, and right here it says reset settings, and it gives you the warning. It says this action will reset some Chrome settings and Chrome shortcuts, disable extensions, delete cookies, and other temporary site files. That's what it's going to do. So yes, you have one more option. You can reset it and put it back to factory defaults. That's one. And the last but not least, this is something. Um, this should be your last resort. Okay. But if nothing works, you can just simply remove and reinstall the browser. So how do you do that? You simply click on Start, then go to Settings, and then go to Apps and Installed Apps. And right here, look for Google Chrome. And you will see right here, this is your Google Chrome. Click three dots. First, make sure you close the browser, because if you have it open, you may not be able to uninstall it. So close the browser and then come here. And then just click on the three dots and then uninstall right there. You select that option, it will uninstall it. And then obviously, if the browser is gone, how are you going to reinstall it, right? That's the big question. If the browser is gone, how you reinstall it? Go to Microsoft Edge, basically, and then just over here in the search, just type Google Chrome download Windows 11. Enter, And right here it takes you to the website. Just go here, and then see, it says download Chrome. That's it. You just do it from the original, from the website itself. This is how real IT support approaches browser performance issues, right? We ask questions such as, are too many tabs open? Are extensions affecting performance? Is cache data causing problems? Does the issue happen in multiple browsers, right? So yeah, things like that. We ask questions to make sure we narrow it down, right? We narrow it down to find out what exactly causing it. And so let's just quickly do the recap. We checked open tabs, reviewed extensions, we cleared cache and cookies, installed browser updates, tested another browser, reviewed hardware acceleration, and reset or reinstall the browser if needed, right? Um, Copy that. Let's go to our ticket. And then just go ahead and paste it here and hit send. And boom, now it's part of the ticket. And now you have the solution. So if you see this problem again, simply do the following. I usually give you a lot of options to try. A lot of times your issue should be resolved after step 3 or 4. I just give you more knowledge, right? Because sometimes these browser issues can be nasty. They can be very nasty. And it requires 7, 8 steps, 9 steps, 10 steps, things like that. So that's why I just give you everything. Uh, so if one doesn't work, go to 2, 3, 4. Just keep going step by step, and one of them should be able to resolve the issue. So that's it, guys. It is a very common issue. Browser tickets are very common in IT help desk. So make sure you nail it down, you learn it, you know your browser. You should know all the tabs, you should know where everything is, where the cookies are, where the cache is, how to reset it, where the extensions are, where the hardware accelerator is, where the updates are, things like that. You should just know it, memorize it, guys. You should not have to look anywhere. It should be like on the back of your head, quick, boom, boom, boom. And yeah, just resolve the issue. So that's it, guys, and I will see you in my next video with another ticket. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.
And that's exactly how an IT support would diagnose and fix slow computer issues in a real world. If you want to learn the real world IT troubleshooting skills, make sure you like and subscribe and check out the rest of the playlist. I'll see you in my next video.